a familiar sight at Santa Monica Beach. Several thousand crosses placed in the sand next to the pier representing American lives lost in Iraq. The total now 3,552. Many beachgoers stopped to reflect on the somber display on this Memorial Day. The crosses are set out by volunteers.
In another part of Southern California, a much more solemn observance on the beach at Santa Monica. A memorial to those killed in Iraq appears every weekend. But as Lonnie Riviera reports, Arlington West takes on special significance today.
It's a popular place for fun and sun on Memorial Day. But a special memorial at Santa Monica Beach acknowledges the very meaning of this holiday, a day to remember fallen soldiers who sacrificed their lives in the line of duty.
Every year, we have to honor those that fought for our country, and that's one of the reasons why I joined.
The Arlington West Memorial for Soldiers will be here until 5 o'clock this evening. As for beachgoers, you can come here to Santa Monica Beach anytime to enjoy this memorial holiday. In Santa Monica,
was lost. So it's important for them to be able to see this. It makes it a little more real to them. Sisters in the military, a lot of people, and we're just praying for
visitors, even though they're at the beach and here to have fun, regard this site with a lot of respect. And for many here, there is also a good measure of regret. Today we talked to service members and their families across Los Angeles about what course to take
on their own.
It's a refrain heard in Santa Monica, too, at a makeshift memorial where 3,552 crosses and caskets represent the losses. One group of visiting Marines bear the wounds of a tank mine as they visit the site of a friend. They say the Rockies they meet are also divided on what they want. Still,
it goes both ways. But I've been there 3 times, and myself, I've seen improvement.
It's hard. As a veteran, someone who served this country, who feels, you do your job in the military, but at the same time, we're losing soldiers. And what's the answer?
Workers at this site say they have had a lot of work to do to get ready for today. Just this week, they had to bring in 30 caskets to represent the 30 casualties just this past week alone. Tonight, the observances continue. There will be a candlelight vigil here at dusk. Reporting live from Santa Monica, Miriam Hernandez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Mark and Michelle, back to you.
Thank you, Miriam.
And a candlelight vigil will be held at dusk tonight at Arlington West to honor the Iraq War dead. Every weekend for the last 3 years, volunteers have erected crosses just north of Santa Monica Pier. The group started out with white crosses for each soldier, but now to conserve space, they use red crosses for every 10 soldiers killed.
And there's no hot dogs here on the sand in Santa Monica. You can see there are thousands of crosses. About 3,400 Americans have lost their lives fighting in Iraq already, and each cross represents an American who have lost their lives. And some people have come out here already this morning to pay tribute. Here's what they had to say.
Came here to give my respects to these people that fought for my rights, everybody's freedoms. And for the people that's still out there and fighting at a war, pray for them. And
across Southern California will begin now in Santa Monica. Well, Eyewitness News reporter Miriam Hernandez. Miriam?
Mark, you're right. Memorial Day does stir many emotions, especially as people look at sites like this, crosses reflecting the casualties in Iraq. Today we visited ceremonies both here and on the east side. What you see here is representational ceremony where beachgoers are seeing a very sobering sight. Service members are sounding off on what's going on in Iraq. Many Americans are looking at crosses here and across the Southland. They're weighing the options that the U.S. has in Iraq and wondering what to do next.
There were 17 killed in our battalion.
17.
I've got roughly, about 13 names so far.
Sergeant Ricardo Brizuela searches for fallen members of his battalion in the field of crosses stabbed into the sand. More than 3,500 now and growing. Also growing, the debate about how to resolve the Iraqi conflict.
It really irritates the heck out of me when I hear people who don't know anything about it, like around here all the time. I hear people constantly saying that President Bush sucks and the war is this and the war, and they don't know.
Service members on leave say they feel they are making a difference in Iraq.
I've been there 3 times, and myself, I've seen improvement.
Meantime, in Boyle Heights, another generation of soldiers and Marines weigh in. Many remember the vast casualties of World War II. Edgar Griffin with the 101st Airborne started D-Day with 175 men.
When we landed in France, 5 miles inland, we were only 35 left.
But he says no reason to repeat such a sacrifice.
We should finish the mission, definitely, but not the way we're going, losing 2, 3 men every day, 5 men. No, that's not the way to do it.
3,552 crosses so far. In fact, the organizers of this memorial say they have taken all the room they are allowed to take. Now what they're doing are putting in red crosses. Those red crosses that you see there, those represent 10 fallen soldiers or Marines. Reporting live from Santa Monica, Miriam Hernandez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Now back.